Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the First Descendant running on PC. Unfortunately, there's no Switch 2 version of this game. Since I've only been playing the Switch 2 recently. This is the one I can't do. And I don't think it's possible, since they decided to ditch the last gen versions because of the new larger levels. I don't think they could get away with it on the Switch 2. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I guess it'll be up to them to decide if it's worth it for them. Alright, Kyle.
특별한 인간 아이야. 무엇이 필요하니?
Do I need everything? Of course I do. Let's see, I own 12 and I need 22, so I need 10. And I get 18. I got one shoulder charge in. That's it. That's what happens when there's two bunnies or two Serenas on the screen. It's like, good luck. Nothing will be left alive. Invader stuff, huh? Oh, we're getting close.
특별한 인간아이야.
Hold on a minute.
무엇이 필요하니? I own 0. I need 18. Oh, I keep forgetting to upgrade his modules.
사령부입니다. 영묘 채탈한 임무를 수행하십시오.
방출 준비 완료.
야, 어떡하게 보여줘.
It takes him so long to build up his resources. I mean, that's why you want to use the secret card. But then I don't get all the spread from the Albion. Which is a little more important when you're talking about playing a public game. 저거.
임무 종료. 고생했습니다.
여기는 사령부. 역배열 용광로 채탈한 임무를 수행하십시오.
Close one.
어림도 없지.
Almost there. Yeah, I wish these guys tried a little harder in this section. But there's a lot of dead space in between when one attack is launched between the next. I was like, yeah, they should really just have them pour in here. Make us struggle a little bit. Is Kyle my favorite? No. Kyle is definitely not my favorite. I'm just playing him because I haven't leveled him up. And I'm kind of going through and leveling up all the characters. Luna is my favorite. Followed by probably Inez. Then maybe Sharon and Clay. I think those are my tops. All the other characters are okay. There's nothing really wrong with them. Yeah, Kyle's moveset is just, it just doesn't compare to the other characters. The other top tiers. He just sits squarely in the middle. And it's not remarkable or powerful unless you're just playing bosses. The very innocent battles, he's pretty good. With some caveats, you know, I mean, it takes a lot to build up your resources so that you can do all the really strong moves with them. You know, it turned out to be a lot of fun was Ajax, Ultimate Ajax, and Eugen. I didn't expect to have fun with them, but I did. Oh, come on, just do it.
임무 완료. 수고하셨습니다.
To me, Kyle and Lepik are about the same. I mean, Lepik's more useful, but they're both about the same fun to play. Probably upset some Lepik fans. You know, a character who I thought I would love and just ended up feeling okay about was Viessa. Even Ultimate Viessa, it's like, he's just okay.
레스터 연구지 제탈한 임무 수행을 시작해 주십시오.
장전하겠어.
To me, Viessa's, her moveset's good, but her cooldown is just a little long. even in her ultimate version, she just takes just a little long to recover. And, you know, compared to the likes of Serena and Inez, I mean, it's really hard for her. You know, she has her ice tornado, which is really good, but again, it just takes too long to come back. Valby. Oh, yeah. Valby's top tier too. I haven't played Valby as much, but I know she's good, you know. Like, I like Luna because her gameplay is so different, which is, you know, I'm sure the reason why people don't like Luna. But, and in her, her mobbing setup, she can just, you know, completely wipe away enemies. She's just not good at bossing. I mean, she's actually pretty terrible at bossing. Unless you're in her buff mode where you're buffing her other characters. Then she's really good. But she really doesn't do any damage on her own during an intercept battle. But yeah, I mean, you do double damage if you have a Luna in your party, and she's in her buff mode. Reloads at the worst time. Oh, where'd you go? There you are. Well, he keeps going after her. Hello there. Oh. Whoa, what? What? What are you hit by? My goodness.
작전 중이다.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll use my shield a little bit more.
임무 완료.
There we go.
고생하셨습니다.
Yeah, I like Haley a lot. Haley is a ton of fun to play. I mean, most of the characters are good, which is, you know, you can't say that about a lot of these free-to-play games. Most time the free-to-play game, there's like 2 characters that are good.
대단한 임무를 수행하라.
But here they give you like 10. And then, you know, just kind of depending on how you want to play. You know, what group of skills you like the most. Oh. Hate it when that happens.
완료 확인. 계승자는 본부로 귀환하라.
실력 있는 사령관. 미확인 연구실 제트란 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
장전 중. 많이 아플 거야.
Oh, darn it. Come on, get up there. Oh, keep thinking it's the 400%. It's not.
완료. 수고하셨어요.
Let's go get some blueprints. Ah, there's always one. Ooh, first time. Wow. I think that's the first time that's happened the first time. Oh, I made him level 40. What do we got left? This one? Skill expansion? Wait. Cerulean? Rutal? Oh, is it doing the wrong thing again? Oh, that's right. I don't think I was able to fully build them because I was out of module capacity. Oh, shoot. Well, we should give him his missing modules then. Nipple fingers. Yeah. think what power increase? I think it was one of the ones. Yeah. Oh. Increase shield. So this one could be brutal. Okay, I was losing my mind there for a second. I was like, these don't match up. These don't match up. Okay, well, I was missing 2 whole modules. That's why they didn't really match up.
모듈 연구소에 오신 걸 환영합니다.
어쩌면 매지스터야말로 진짜 인류의 희망 아니겠니?
After all that, I can make one catalyst, one crystal catalyst. Yeah, what do we want? We always want the colors. Always want that. Which one is this? Fallen Hope Nanotube? Well, I don't care about that at all. Oh, that's right, you can purchase gold. It's kind of a new one. And I haven't even fought this boss that much. Just a little bit here and there. Doing her stuff. I'm sure I've got tons of extras of, you know, most things. Two of the ATAMs. We should just do some 400% to raise his levels up. Oh, boy, it's almost time for me to go to bed. This move just wiped me out. And my right hip is definitely bothering me. I must have put too much weight on it while I was moving. At least my feet don't constantly throb like they were like yesterday. Can't remember the first time I got married. I was moving my all my wife's stuff out of her. She was renting a room out of the house, which wasn't that big of a room. It was like just the top floor, basically the attic. She was renting out the attic, and we were trying to move everything in a day. And I swear I have never met someone with more stuff. Just gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of stuff. Boxes just kept showing up in every little crack and crevice of that place. I was like, where did you get all this stuff? I was like, why do you have this? And at the end of that night, we basically moved from morning till night, non-stop. And I was working night shift back in those days anyway, so I really had all day to move, and then I just work at night. So I think we started at like 6 or 7 in the morning, went all the way till like 10 o'clock, and then I had to work at 10:30 basically. And my feet hurt so bad because I'd never had to do that level of moving. You help somebody move. It's usually like a couple things here and there, right? Not an entire lifetime worth of stuff, which is what I was doing. And, my feet hurt so bad that that they were just like constantly tingling, but in a painful way, right? Not a sort of like if your arm falls asleep or something. Sort of like that sensation, but then add like 12 times more pain along with that sensation. And I was just like sitting at my desk, and then my feet were just completely, filled with the pain of like needles drilling into the bottom of my feet. And it hurt if I put pressure on them, so it hurt if I put my feet on the ground when I was sitting at the desk. But it hurt more if I put my feet up off the ground. So I actually had to keep a little pressure on them just so it would be in that much pain. But it was still like excruciating pain. And my feet had actually been the same since. Yeah, like the bottoms of my soles, under a certain amount of strain, the pain starts to really ramp up. I can still lift a bunch of stuff for pretty good durations of time, but not for 12 hours of time. Yeah, I'd never experienced a move like that. I'd never seen somebody who owns so much stuff in such a small area. And I look at my place right now, and I have too much stuff. But, this is hardly... I own like maybe a 16th of what I had to move on that day after I got married. With the first wife, we didn't end up staying together, but... Yeah, I never, never experienced that kind of pain in my life ever. Certainly not from moving, even when I was helping people out, I was moving, really, really heavy objects. old ass CRT TVs. But you know, you help somebody out for like 3 or 4 hours. You know, maybe at the most. And you know, your body can recover pretty well, even if you really push it pretty hard. But yeah, I could not recover. I'm sure I have some like just you know pain that that I just remember. I mean, I think they call it PTSD, but it's kind of not the right term for it. But yeah, I start to get that little bit of a that tingling sensation, painful tingling, and then I'm just like psychologically reminded of when I basically broke the bottom of my feet. I can't stand for like I can't stand on my feet for an 8-hour shift if I was working a service job. So like when I was looking for Kroger, I was only looking for work that would keep me on my feet for at the most 4 hours. Beyond that, it would just start to hurt so much. Yeah, I mean, I really felt like an old man at that point in time. Yeah, I probably maintain that I probably wouldn't have the same sort of problem staying on my feet if it wasn't for that one event in my life where I had to move my wife's stuff, my ex-wife's stuff. What do you want to say about you? What do you do? I had to move her stuff out, you know. It would have been a better solution to hire people to move her stuff. But, we were broke. Brand new couple. Didn't have a bunch of money left over. Especially after we got so much money down payment for the house. So I think owning a house for that many years sort of taught me the value of a home. Or owning your own home, which is basically nothing. That's why I don't purchase homes anymore. They all say it's a great investment. And while that's technically true, the investment is only good if you can cash out. Right. And you're not cashing out on your home, generally. Alright, you want to stay in your home and live there. So that the investment that keeps rising and rising as home prices go up does you no good, because if you're in a good position and your home is worth a lot, when you sell, you have to go out in the seller's market, and their homes are also worth a lot of money. So it's like, maybe your house is worth a lot of money, but so are other houses at the same time. It's not like it's just your house that appreciates in value. So you go and maybe sell your house, and now you actually don't really have as much money as you thought you did. The number may be big, but then the number is also big for buying a new home. Like, what did you gain? Nothing. I guess maybe if you want to make a loan off of your principal, but then now you're getting into another loan situation. which is just making you owe more money for longer. 'Cause that's the last thing you need, you know. You've been paying on your home, for 5-10 years, right? Then now you have to refinance. It's likely that you're going to refinance for the same number of years. You're not going to refinance for a lower number of years. So yeah, 20-year mortgage. 10 years later, you refinance. Well, now you reset back to 20 again. Look what you gained. You just gained debt. And a longer period for you to be in that debt. Yeah, it seems like kind of a scam, doesn't it? It's just this never-ending cycle of taking out loans and paying back loans. Yeah, essentially that's what they do with your, that's what you do with a credit card. And in the case of credit card, if you don't spend enough money or have enough activity or don't have a credit card, then that hurts you as well. Like I said, it feels like a scam. It feels like, you know, your credit rating and credit bureaus and financial institutions, they seem like to invent all these things that make you owe money for something which is supposed to, you know, gain you value, but in the end it doesn't. It just gains you a thing which is worth as much as when you bought it. Got some zero. Maybe that's a real cynical. Maybe that's a too cynical of a way to look at it, but I don't know. That's how I feel. I've owned a number of homes too. I bought and sold, you know, a number of homes, and it's always felt like it's just a treadmill. A treadmill that forces you to keep buying homes and keep selling them over and over again. Of course, the danger of being a renter is that your landlord can decide at any point in time that they don't like you and you need to get your ass out of your house, out of their house, which is what happened to me the last 2 times. The last 2 renters have done that to me, where it's like I'm a perfect renter, kept the house in good shape, but for whatever reason they just determined that they didn't want to rent anymore, or they wanted to rent to different folks. Oh, did we change over? Well, we did. And now I'm stuck in limbo. Really, the whole idea of credit and your credit rating is feels like it should be illegal. You know, what you have to do to get a credit rating, what you have to do to maintain it, and to get a high score in your credit rating is basically always being in debt. It's like as long as you're always in debt and you're paying off that debt, you know, in a good time frame, then that's how you maintain good credit. Is to always owe something. I was like, yeah, this is. Seems like it's not really the right behavior to reward. Ooh, these guys are clearing this thing up fast. My goodness, I can't even keep up. Poor Kyle. He's not a fast boy. Yeah. that's my my highly unpopular opinion on credit and home buying.
어림도 없지.
Well, I guess that's my experience with credit home buying. Loan officers and bankers out there having a heart attack with the way I describe what their job entails. And I had to wake up early in the morning too. Or earlier. I mean, I always wake up early in the morning. But a lot of times I'll just wake up and just have a nice relaxing morning, you know. Have a cup of coffee and I'll do a little bit of reading. Keep up with the news and the weather. If I have enough time, you know, maybe watch something on YouTube. But I don't get to enjoy that tomorrow morning. Just have a work filled day. They're really speedrunning this. Look at that, already at the resurrection chamber. Or the warp chamber. I mean, I'm not even close. Yeah, 39. Can't quite get to 40. Not without one more run. I've still got a bunch of Switch 2 games to play through, or at least to start. Because that system just released with a stupid number of games. Stupid number of games and not quite so stupid number of games with enhancements, but enough to basically fill my time for the rest of the year, I think. Of just Switch 2 titles. I mean, just Switch 2 titles and TFD. That's basically the entire year for me. course, it was like this with the Switch 1 as well. Although, you know, it took a while for Switch 1 to you know, have a really large library. I mean, when Switch 1 released, I was able to buy, I think, every game and have a video on it. You know, and not feel like I was going completely broke. But there's no way you can't feel that with the Switch 2. Well, maybe there's, you know, one or two people out there whose favorite game is not on the Switch 2 or you know, hasn't been quite announced yet. Yeah, I get that, I guess. I don't know, I'm in enough pain where I could go to sleep in pain. Feeling pain all across my body, and then I just wake up in soreness and pain. Like I said, it's been a rough couple days.
내 힘으로 모든 걸 끌어당기겠다. 최후의 승리까지.
표적 확인.
Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching the First Descendant running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. Hey, maybe I'll have my curtains up by then. Probably not. I'm exhausted.